Did you ever feel like you were up against the world? Like everyone was bigger, stronger, or smarter than you? Did you ever have to face someone who just seemed like they were unbeatable? Well, grab your slingshot because today we're talking about David and Goliath. Hi, and welcome to our channel, where we bring history to life for you. Now, let's meet our two heroes, or should I say, our two protagonists of this story. We've got David, a young shepherd with a heart of gold and a wicked throwing arm, and his opponent, the infamous Goliath, a towering giant of a man whose intimidating presence could strike fear into the hearts of even the bravest warriors. Now picture this. The Israelites are camped out near this valley called Elah, facing off against the Philistines. For 40 days, these two groups have been sizing each other up, posturing and getting ready to rumble. The fighting has been fierce, with the Israelites holding their own despite being outnumbered. But there's been one big problem. Every morning around this time, this giant named Goliath would come swaggering out from the Philistine camp. He'd taunt the Israelites, basically saying, "Hey, I'm super strong, and you're all weaklings. Pick someone else to fight me." And day after day, no one from Israel would take him up on his offer. That is, until David came along. This young shepherd wasn't scared of hard work. He was known for taking care of his father's sheep and goats and defending them from harm. But when he heard Goliath's taunts, something inside him snapped. It wasn't just the giant's boasts that riled him up. It was the way he treated the Israelites. They weren't just opponents to Goliath. They were human beings, and they were being looked down upon by this big, bad bully. Now, why didn't anyone else stand up to Goliath? Well, to put it simply, they were intimidated. Not only was Goliath a giant, he was heavily armed. His armor was so heavy that it took 5 men to carry it, and he was just really good at fighting. On the other hand, David was just a kid with a slingshot, a simple tool used for herding animals. But don't underestimate that slingshot. With a bit of skill and a lot of heart, it could be deadly. So what was the secret behind David's success? Was it luck, skill, or something else entirely? Well, it just so happened that David was a shepherd, and shepherds had to be pretty handy with a slingshot. It was their job to protect their animals from predators, and a well-aimed stone could do the trick. David also had another advantage. He wasn't fighting just for himself. He was doing it for his people. He wanted to show Goliath and the Philistines that the Israelites weren't weak, that they didn't have to be afraid. He was fighting for his people, and that gave him strength. Of course, this wouldn't be much of a story if everything went according to plan. See, when David stepped into the arena to face Goliath, he was just a small fish in a big pond. The giant towered over him, and the whole world seemed to be watching. But David was ready. He had faith in his abilities, and he had a plan. He may not have had Goliath's size or strength, but he had something just as powerful, a clear mind and a brave heart. And then there was that slingshot. With a few well-aimed stones, David took down the giant. The crowd went wild. The Israelites were cheering, and David's name was written down in history. So remember, whether you're refacing a giant in the form of a literal bully or a metaphorical one like procrastination or self-doubt, it's not just about size or strength. It's about courage, determination, and having the confidence to face your fears head-on. So next time you feel like you're up against the world, remember David and Goliath. You never know what you're capable of until you try. We hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to our channel for more exciting, historical tales, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.